state capital of Florida, home of the Florida State Seminoles, enjoying a great season under Bobby Bowden at 6-1. 3 future Seminoles will be on display tonight. Willie Downs, Chris Thompson, and Jacoby McDaniel all have committed to Florida State for next season. It's Halloween night in Madison, Florida. All the fans are ready, dressed up, set for a spooktacular night of high school football. And it's next on ESPNU. Here come the Madison County High School Cowboys. You're watching the Old Spice High School Showcase presented by Nike. Welcome to Boot Hill Field, the appropriately named home of the Madison County High School Cowboys in Madison, Florida. We're in the northern part of the state, near the Georgia border. More than 5,000 high school football fans here to watch the home team take on Godby High from Tallahassee. Hello and welcome, and happy Halloween. I'm Magnum PI, joined by Clark Kent. Clark, let's talk about the ESPNU 150. A big change at the top. Russell Shepard, a great athlete going to LSU, is now #1.
Well, Magnum, the ESPNU 150 has been reloaded, and we do have a new number one with Russell Shepard overtaking the #1 spot. There have been several guys that we've seen throughout the fall this year. Just about every team in the land played a minimum of 6 games, and it was time to take another look at things. And Russell Shepard has been the most dominant player we have seen. And if you look at number 7 right there, Magnum, Jacoby McDaniel, he should be a special Halloween treat tonight.
Clark, I think a player you can relate to is, in fact, Jacoby McDaniel. He's a defensive tackle. He's going to go to Florida State next year. And like the S on your chest, he is a super player.
He is a super player. Could be wearing a cape tonight. He's a type of defensive tackle that is so disruptive. And he's not very tall. You see him listed there at 6'2". I think he's stretching it, closer to maybe 6 foot, but he uses that to his advantage. The leverage, the lower body strength, and the quick hands are what he brings to the table. He is so difficult to handle one-on-one. He's got explosive quickness off the football, is a penetrator, an inside one-gap penetrator. Very tough to handle in the run game, but very, very difficult to handle as a pass protector. Very similar to what we saw out of Omar Hunter, a defensive tackle out of last year's class, currently with the Florida Gators. So if he's healthy, even though he's nursing an ankle injury, he should be a treat tonight.
Now, Clark, is there something you'd like to say to me?
I think trick or treat would be appropriate.
Go ahead, pick one out there.
Let's see what I got.
What do you got, Clark?
Oh,
Twix. I love Twix.
Yeah, make me strong.
Good choice. Well, it's going to be a treat to watch Willie Downs tonight, another future Florida State Seminole. He's a wide receiver who's a good-looking player.
And he fits the mold of Florida State wide receivers. Big, physical, great hands, and the type of guy that can make plays in the red area. What's surprising about him is he's very good after the catch, too, for a player of his size. He's our 19th ranked wide receiver in this class, and he's right on the verge of entering the ESPNU 150. That could happen with a strong performance here tonight.
Key rule differences in a high school game compared to college football. We've got 12-minute quarters, kickoffs from the 40. We'll have automatic touchbacks, anything beyond the goal line. And block tees are allowed. And we are underway. Godby in the visiting whites, receiving. And that ball brought back up the sideline on a short return. And we will see an outstanding offense led by quarterback A.J. Graham. And Tommy, or Clark, he's got several possible college opportunities. There are a lot of folks interested in his services, including Ole Miss, Miami, Clemson, and Illinois.
And deservedly so. We'll be talking an awful lot about him. His strengths as a passer. He's a deceptive athlete. Stands about 6'4". We were standing next to him on the field, Dave. He looks like he's about 6'6". A wonderful looking prospect on the hoof.
Spread offense, that's the mode for A.J. Graham and the Cougars. Throwing right away, Chris St. Hillier brings it in. A nice pickup of 11 on the first down play.
Number 8, Chris St. Hillier.
Starting lineups tonight brought to us by Nike, backs and receivers. St. Hilliard just had that catch. Willie Downs, a key player to watch, of course, bound for Florida State next year. Really not planning to go early right now in terms of the early enrollment. Play action. A.J. Graham fires over the middle. St. Hilliard can't bring it in. Nearly intercepted. It's incomplete at the 43-yard line. Almost picked off there by Jordan Johnson. And Johnson is slow to get up after the play.
Nice play fake. And A.J. Graham shows some patience, keeps his eyes downfield. It's actually a pretty well-thrown ball to St. Hilliard. And Jordan Johnson comes down hard after the nice effort in trying to intercept that football.
Jordan Johnson plays the adjuster back. We'll talk about that position, kind of a hybrid of that Lobo back that Brian Urlacher played at New Mexico before going on to superstardom with the Chicago Bears and the NFL. Godby, offensive line, Denzel Bonner and Corey Gaines have multiple Division I offers. Illinois, Florida State, Kentucky, South Florida, Arkansas, and Central Florida have interest in those players. They are big-time talents. Johnson being attended to. They'll miss him if he can't play because of the adjuster spot, and he plays a halfback on offense. He is valuable. Second and 10. Grant, flush, running, 50, 45, 40. A.J. Graham, a stiff arm, first down yardage and more. Finally wrestled down on the play. Josh Arnold has his second tackle of the early going. A gain of 18 on the play for A.J. Graham, who looks so impressive, Tom, on film this week.
Well, he gets disrupted up the middle by Jacoby McDaniel. Does a great job. And Madison County loses contained to the small, weak side of the field. And A.J. Graham, we talked about his deceptive athleticism, taking advantage of it.
First down. Graham again rolls right. Lets it go. Nearly brought in by Kesey Graham. His second cousin incomplete in the end zone. A nice throw by A.J. to Kesey. And it's incomplete. He had two steps on the defense.
Well, this is a wonderfully thrown football by A.J. Graham. What I've been impressed with him, both occasions when he's been rushed, he's had the wherewithal to keep his eyes downfield, not lose sight of what could be taking place. And you've got to come up with that grab right there. That was a great throw on behalf of A.J. Graham, the quarterback for Godby.
More than 5,100 yards passing, 55 career touchdowns for A.J. Graham, who stands 6'4", about 200, but he looks taller than that, Tom, when you and I saw him on the field before the game. Good looking player. Quick handoff, Willie Downs, no gain for the superstar headed to Florida State. He's bottled up there. Here's the defense. It just stopped Downs a moment ago, brought to us by Nike. Keep a close eye, of course, on Jacoby McDaniel, bound for Florida State. He will go early, graduating January, and go for spring ball 2009. Linebackers, Jordan Johnson, player hurt earlier in the AD adjuster position, kind of like that hybrid we told you about between a linebacker and defensive back. He's all over the field. He can blitz, stop the run, do just about anything from the adjuster spot. Third down, screen pass, Kesey Graham, 30, lunging forward, has the first down to the 26. Boy, he was just lassoed down, hit hard again by Josh Arnold and by Justin Hampton. Should be enough for a first down, pickup of about 11 on the play.
This is outstanding execution right here. Nice job just luring the rush to quarterback A.J. Graham, then dumping it off underneath to Kesey Graham. A lot of speed on the field tonight, if you haven't noticed already.
This is a talented team. Each of these teams are undefeated. Godby and the visiting Whites, Class 3A, larger classification than Madison County and the home Maroons here. They are Class 2A. Madison County won the state championship in their classification last year. First down. Grant, some time again flush right, again fires on the move. This one looking for Downs is beyond anyone's reach and incomplete. Jermaine Hart closest to it, cornerback for Madison County. And their defensive secondary is led by Josh Arnold. First play of the game last week against Fort White, had an interception and a touchdown return of 20 yards. He is their best covered corner. Our starting laps brought to us by Nike tonight.
That was a good decision, Dave, on behalf A.J. Graham right there, just to get rid of the football. He didn't like what he saw. No reason to force the ball. And we've seen him force the ball into double coverage at times because he has so much faith in these great wide receivers, but that was a wise choice to throw the football away.
Keep an eye on Willie Downs, split to the right of A.J. Graham. Kesey Graham, his cousin, brings it in on the slant route down to the 10-yard line. Another first down. We'll go about 15 on that play. Tackle made eventually by Casman English. But the Cougars on the road here in the initial drive, Tommy, or Clark, making it look easy early.
They're methodical right now. They have a plan. You can tell they're sticking to their script, what they think. See Coach Cruz there on the sideline for Godby. Done a wonderful job. He told us pregame warm-up today, Dave, that they haven't won here since 1995. Now, this is only the third time they've played here.
Graham, fade, end zone, Downs, touchdown! Just like that, 6 points for the visitors.
A.J. Graham to Willie Downs for the Godby touchdown.
The future Florida State Seminole looking good on the first drive with a TD grab from A.J. Graham. And here comes Billy Mueller to try to add the PAT. Extra wide upright, see that in the high school level. Mueller 21 of 28 so far on point afters. He's got that. And this is a 7-0 game. A.J. Graham on the horn with his assistant coaches up in the press box. They've got to like to talk about this. The TD pass to his star wideout, Willie Downs. 7-0 Cougars.
Monday, cast your vote to watch Big Ben and the Steelers take on Clinton Portis and the Redskins. ESPN Monday Night Football, Steelers-Redskins at 8:30.
ESPN's presentation of the Old Spice High School Showcase, presented by Nike, is brought to you by Old Spice Swagger, the scent that makes a difference. And NikeFootball.com, leave nothing. Yes, we did have pregame entertainment from Olha the Elephant performing here tonight. I like the range that Olha has. He is a promotion for the Loomis Brothers Circus coming here to Madison County. 5 and 7:30 p.m. Lanier Field here in town. The old high school down the road.
That is awesome. Now, A.J. Graham can thank his good receiver out of here, Willie Downs, because look at the adjustment he makes to come back to the ball. That ball is getting ready to be intercepted. And he does an outstanding job of getting back inside after A.J. Graham commits the Cardinal sin of throwing the fade low into the inside.
Chris Thompson, Martirius McDaniel, Jacoby's younger brother, are deep to receive here. And Willie Downs, by the way, handles kickoffs too. Chris Thompson is headed to Florida State as well. He'll be a scat back type for Bobby Bowden. Left-footed boot and a good one. Wow. Back in the end zone for Willie Downs.
Willie Downs almost toe punched.
I tell you.
I like it.
Touchback. And that means we'll see Tay Singletary for the first time. Quarterback in this single wing T offense, Tommy. Now, when you're running that, it's a lot of handing off.
A lot of handing off, a lot of misdirection, assignment football within the offensive front, angle blocks, lots of pulling, and we'll watch Jacoby McDaniel as an offensive guard. He is an ideal fix. He's so quick as an offensive lineman here. A lot of misdirection.
Only as a freshman this past season, was an excellent pitcher on the baseball team. On the varsity team, not bad. For Tay Singletary, so we'll see a lot of running tonight. Chris Thompson is a feature back. Trouble, Singletary, snap ball loose. Cougars have got it.
And the Cougars have
How about that?
First and 10, Godby.
Rodney Bush jumps on the fumble. And Godby in business with a short field. They'll take over first and 10 from the 15.
Well, Dave, didn't look to be a clean exchange right there. Never really pulled the ball away from center. Did Tay Singletary, the quarterback. Jordan Carroll, number 56, the center for Madison County. And this is going to really work against Madison County if Godby capitalizes here, because Madison County's entire goal tonight is to keep this offense off the field.
These guys are dangerous. A.J. Graham on first down, fires far side, brought in. St. Hillier rolling, makes the catch at the 5-yard line. He's very close to a first down. He might just have it. It's going to be second and very short. St. Hillier already has had a good start. A.J. Graham, Tommy, as we've seen, has multiple weapons. It's not just Willie Downs.
He's got multiple weapons, and a lot of guys that, as the coaches mentioned this week, maybe they're not paid attention to very much because of Willie Downs, and the next thing you know, they're making a bunch of catches. All three of them have over 20 on the season.
Kesey Graham leads the way, actually has more catches than Willie Downs. Downs suspended 2 games ago for missing practice for 1 game. Kesey's got 28 catches coming in, and Downs 25. Willie does have the TD catch to make this a 7-0 game, and they're knocking on the door again. Second, very short, is the spot. We're just underway from Madison County, Florida, near the Georgia border. 2 backs next to Graham. Fakes the pass, hands off. Whoa, nothing doing there. The run goes nowhere with Justin Jones, also known as JJ. Jones is an outstanding linebacker. Singletary makes the stop defensively. J.J. Jones had 188 tackles last year on the defensive side of the ball. Also, Quante Barfield in on the stop defensively.
Quante Barfield, number 6.
Second and goal. Handoff. Johnson lunging toward the goal line is just short. Lavorie Johnson is the featured running back in this spread attack. And these guys have major weapons, not just at the wideout spot, but Lavorie Johnson, Marquise Jones are 2 outstanding running backs.
You know, interesting, the last 2 plays, Dave. Jacoby McDaniel's been on the sideline for Madison County and not in the lineup along the defensive front, where Godby's made a commitment to run the football right now.
First and goal, lunging, Graham, touchdown. A.J. Graham in from a yard out. And just like that, it is 13-0 Cougars. In the blink of an eye, the visitors have scored twice.
Coming up for Godby.
The sophomore Billy Mueller comes on again for the PAT Tribe. Marquise Davis will hold. Blocked. And the kick fails. Quante Barfield got in and got a piece of that, and then some.
Kick blocked by number 6, Quante Barfield.
You see the fumble, the turnover by Madison County. Defensively, Godby pounces, and the offense for Godby off to a fast start. 13-0 here in the first.
Hi, LL Cool J.
That was me, LL Cool J, before I started using swagger from Old Spice. Now look at me. Nice.
It's the most heartwarming product placement movie of the year.
Rachel, you know what your problem is. You want everything. You want a husband, you want unlimited text, unlimited data, and unlimited calls.
Instinct, only from Sprint.
Someone got an email.
Featuring lightning-fast internet, voice-cued GPS navigation, and starring the Simply Everything plan from Sprint.
Why wouldn't I want everything for just $99.99 a month? Maybe you're afraid to be in love.
The new Samsung Instinct, only on the Now Network. Visit InstinctThePhone.com.
Not sure who to believe on taxes? Try this. Enter your income, marital status, number of kids, then click. A nurse earning 60 grand, you get $1,000 under Obama. Under McCain, just $150. The Independent Tax Policy Center says Obama offers middle-class tax cuts 3 times as big as McCain's. Even leading conservatives say Obama's plan is better for the middle class. 1.5 million have tried it. You should too.
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
So where are we on the ESPNU recruiting trail? Madison, Florida, 60 miles from downtown Tallahassee, the state capital and home of Florida State University and Florida A&M University, FAMU. Population just under 3,200. You take the Colin Kelly Highway from Valdosta, Georgia, and South Georgia down to here in Madison, the county seat of Madison County. Colin Kelly was a World War II hero at the beginning of World War II and was killed as a fighter pilot attacking a Japanese aircraft carrier. He was born in Madison and is a big hero of this part of the state. Well, the heroes in the field here, the Cowboys having some serious trouble getting started. Down already 13-0 to Godby High School from Tallahassee. Now, Tommy Madison is no slouch. They're 6-0. They're the defending Class 2A champs. Did you have a call?
Kick out of bounds on the kicking team. The receiving team will take it at the 35, first down.
John Ruxtalis is our referee tonight. But you think critical time here for the home team.
It really is. This offense is predicated upon time consumption. Keep Godby off the field, and you're not going to do that, turn the ball over. Madison County's got to sustain a drive here.
On first down, Singletary handing off. Here's Chris Thompson. Flag flies. He gets himself out to about the 38-yard line. Thompson missed the better part of the last 2 games because of a high ankle sprain. Told us last night when we attended the pep rally, Tommy, that he's about 90%. But his team is going backwards here after the holding call.
Brett Wynn checks into the Madison County lineup. Flag on the play will be marked off against the Cowboys. Holding is the call.
Holding on the offense, 10 yards from the spot of the foul, repeat first down.
So the Nikes starting lineup, backs and receivers, joining Tay Singletary, Chris Thompson, a verbal commit to Florida State. Clemson, South Carolina also offered him scholarships. 20 other schools interested. Just getting back after that high ankle sprain. Only played against Bartram Trail 2 weeks ago. 2 plays and then had to come out. Aikens carrying. Trying to get himself back toward that original line of scrimmage. Corey Aikens across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Offensive line, watch for Chad Mitchell. They call him Miami since he moved from Miami as a 9th grader. Attended Miami Northwestern High School, one of the top programs in this state and the country. He has offers from Illinois, Northern Illinois, FAU, FIU, and USF. A lot of abbreviations. South Florida. He's a good one. Plays 2 ways. There he is, Chad Mitchell. Nice kid. Met him last night at the pep rally here. Very excited about his future. Wants to be an engineer when he's done with football. 2nd and long. Here's the pitch. Thompson thinking about a halfback option. Does throw. And it's complete. Hatton brings it in.
Chris Thompson to Billy Hatton.
Billy Hatton on the halfback option. Pickup of 19 and a first down. Finally, something to cheer here for the hometown.
Oh, that's a nice job here by Chris Thompson. He's patient with it, and then throws it right at the last second and throws a strike. The problem with the halfback pass, Dave, is no matter how much you tell the guy not to throw it if the guy's not open, invariably he's going to throw it. It's happened for ages. It frustrates the heck out of coaches. But that one, Chris Thompson threw a strike.
They don't throw much, but there's a pass from the halfback. Again, Singletary trouble with the exchange, and again, it looks like they've lost the ball. Cougars take over 1st and 10. Second turnover early for the Cowboys.
Jordan Carroll and the quarterback, Tay Singletary. That time it didn't look like the ball came up the way it naturally should. Had a lot of pressure right in his face. Jericho Lee up front. It's number 32, Justin Jones, pounds on the ball. Godby's got a lot of Johnny on the spots there defensively. Ready to recover some fumbles and a good job.
So the Cougars visiting Whites take over. Flags fly, probably holding. Pass downfield is incomplete. Kadeem bin Salam make that catch at about the 44-yard line. Can't bring it in, and there will be a holding call against the Cougars.
Penalty against the Cougars, holding. Number 27, Corey Akins into the Madison County lineup.
About the only thing that has not gone right early for the Cougars in this PAT and this penalty.
And holding on the offense, 10 yards from the previous spot, repeat the down.
Got to realize that most of the games these guys officiate are not televised nationally by ESPNU. They're doing the best they can, so good effort there from John.
Certainly not worrying about any microphones, that's for sure.
1st and 20. Graham, shotgun again. Design quarterback draw, going nowhere. Who's there? Guess who? Jacoby McDaniel. Snuffs it out.
55, Jacoby McDaniel.
Wow.
Watch number 55 here, Magnum PI, a.k.a. Dave Ryan, lined up right over the center, and he's in that center's kitchen so quickly. Number 60, Justin Norman, he doesn't know what hits him, and then he's able to redirect, find the ball carrier. Great explosiveness, great initial quickness off the ball. Again, he's not very tall, but he uses that lack of height to his advantage in playing with leverage.
On second down, the pitch. Trouble with the handle. Lamori Johnson booting it. Little soccer over there on the far side. And it does go out of bounds. Or is it called an incomplete pass?
Number 45, Charles Phillips into the Cowboy lineup along with number 8.
Dangerous looking play regardless of the result. It is an incomplete pass, and 3rd down and very long coming up here. After that great play in the prior snap from Jacoby McDaniel, number 7, the ESPNU 150.
Now, how is this a forward pass? That ball's pitched back, and Madison County recovers the football.
Right away called incomplete. And we do not have instant replay in high school football, so that's not an option here. Timeout called by Godby High School. The Cougars and the visiting Whites here from Tallahassee.
That is amazing. Madison County here, I believe, recovers this football. For 34, Justin Hampton. Wow. A little surprised the Madison County coaches aren't a little upset about that call. They might not have seen it. Cowboy football right now.
That's exactly what they need. There is Coach Carroll talking with Jordan Johnson. It looks like Jordan, unfortunately for him, is going to be out. He already has the helmet and pads off. He was hurt very early in this game, and he is the adjuster back, as we told you, and a very valuable wing back in the single wing T formation offensively for the Cowboys.
That could hurt them on both sides of the football. And as the adjuster back on defense, they line him up all over the place, and you never quite know where he's going to be. And if they're going to bring him with pressure and blitz him, you never know where he's coming from. That's the beauty of this defense. Some of the schematic things they can do to change things up.
Third and 26 here for the Cougars. See the players wearing the pink receiver's gloves. We'll tell you about that. Johnson on the quick give. Nowhere near the original line of scrimmage. They had to get all the way to the 39 of Madison County for the first down. So punt coming up. And the pink gloves provided by the Cutters Company, delivering them to each team. This is, Tommy, the last day of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, October. Great to see both teams participating in that tonight.
Yeah, what a tremendous gesture that is. And those gloves are really interesting. They're called glass cutters. Actually, what men who install windows and deal with a lot of glass and got a slick look to them, but they're actually got great grip as well.
So Willie Downs will punt. Chris Thompson, the deep man. High snap, trouble, Downs. The future Seminole in a heap of trouble. And down he goes. All the way back at the 17-yard line of Godby. Momentum swung just like that.
Well, I was just getting ready to say that defensive stop was the best thing that's happened to Madison County after turning the ball over for the second time in the first quarter. But I think that play right there trumps it, puts this offense in ideal field position. Willie Downs does a great job of just hauling the ball down. If he could have had an opportunity to just kick it and get rid of it, put his defense on a bit of a longer field.
That didn't happen. So here comes Madison County now with a big opportunity. And Josh Arnold is coming to the game as the quarterback here, replacing Tay Singletary on first down. Handoff. Not much doing there for Corey Akins. He is buried.
Tackle on the play.
Loss of about a yard.
Number 22, William Davis.
William Davis, who's also a good special teams player, makes the stop there. So Tay Singletary, Tommy the sophomore, has been so good running the Madison County offense, leading them to an undefeated record at this point, replaced by the senior Josh Arnold.
Well, and they said all he's got to do is manage the game, don't do anything to lose the game, and 2 turnovers in 1 quarter has forced this coaching staff at Madison County to make a change.
Second down. Give up the middle. Not much doing there.
There's some
maybe a yard.
There's some hats clacking here tonight, I will say that. Teams are getting after each other, a lot of quickness.
Xavier Brown on the carry. First time we've seen him.
At quarterback for Madison County.
Brown looked outstanding. He's a senior. Played well against Fort White without Chris Thompson in the lineup. He had 2 long touchdown runs in that game and has run for 100 yards plus in the last 2 games. Livingston switches his spot. 3rd and long. Arnold fakes the pitch. Keeps. Josh Arnold tries to make the move, turn the corner, then throws last second. It's on Brown, touchdown! Xavier Brown, 17 yards.
Josh Arnold, the number 28, Xavier Brown, touchdown, Madison County.
We've got a new game here. Magnum and Clark.
Number 4, Josh Arnold, in the hole for number 47, Bladen Gooch.
Bladen Gooch has the PAT. 13-7. It looked like it was going to be all in Godby here, Clark. What happened?
Big play scrambling right here, but a few linemen downfield. Was not called. Madison County right back in this ballgame.
Run!
The few, the proud, the Marines.
Josh Arnold on the left, who had the interception and touchdown return. First play of the game last week against Fort White. Comes in tonight, replacing Tay Singletary. First drive, Tom Luganbill, and it's successful. He was close to crossing the line of scrimmage. That was my first thought. How about linemen downfield?
Yeah, he was close to crossing it, but there were linemen downfield that was even more glaring, and the coaches on the sideline for Godby are screaming and yelling in the ears of the officials on their sideline because they're right. There were linemen downfield when he threw this ball. But credit Josh Arnold. That was just a wonderful job avoiding the rush, keeping his eyes downfield, and getting his football team back into this ball game.
A touchdown connection. Arnold to Xavier Brown a few moments ago, putting the Cowboys, the defending state champs in Class 2A, smaller classification than Godby and the visiting Whites here, back in this game. Each team undefeated coming in, big one. They're calling this the battle for the Big Bend. Big Bend is the unofficial name, this part of the state of Florida. Covers about 4 different counties and 150 miles of territory. Boots kicks off. Johnson at his 4. Tries to go up the middle. Slam backwards. Gets to the 16. About a 12-yard return for Lavori Johnson, and there is a player shaken up. Still on the field for Madison County.
And to make the tackle, a group of Cowboys,
Matt Robinson
led by number 41,
is still down.
That score, Dave, for Madison County was so critical because when you run the wing T and you're in a run-oriented attack where you're going to throw the ball maybe between 5 and 8 times a game, you're not built to come from behind. You're not built to make up a large deficit. So for them to close the gap there within a touchdown not only provides confidence but gives them a light at the end of the tunnel a little bit offensively. You see the injury here on the left side of your screen. Got hit, knocked down to the ground. Couldn't really tell what took place with the young man.
Injured Madison County player up to his feet coming off the
Good to see
field.
Matt Robinson, the junior, heading off under his own power. Tomorrow afternoon, ESPNU 2 college football games. First at noon Eastern, Air Force takes on Army. I've covered that game before, Tommy. It's such fun to see the academies play each other. Then 3:30 Eastern, Clemson against BC. Both games available on ESPNU HD. For more, log on ESPNU.com. Graham and the Cougars take over. St. Hillier, lunging grab, has it for a short gain of 4 on first down.
To number 8, St. Hilaire.
Interesting to see how Clemson rebounds after the tumultuous week. Tommy Bowden resigns, was pretty much sent packing by the administration there. Dabo Swinney takes over. They lose their first game to Georgia Tech. Then have some time to think about this one.
And he's been focusing a lot on the off-the-field issues with this football team.
On second down, Grant running for his life, running right. Has the big arm. Use it. Ball loose. Still loose. At the 10. Madison County takes over. Terrell Gilliard. The hit from Jacoby McDaniel. And Gilliard scoops up the loose change. How about the Cowboys right back in it?
Now watch the middle of the defensive line, number 55. Just keep your eyes on the tackle. Now bear with me here for a second. Watch him just knock his motor down a little bit, but then he sees an opportunity for the kill shot. Now I'm going to tell you, a guy normally with a high octane like Jacoby McDaniel kind of took a little break there for a second and then cranked it back up. Made a huge play for his full team. See him fixing his face mask a little bit. Then he puts his hat right on the football. The only error that we have seen from quarterback A.J. Graham tonight. And wow, how the pendulum has swung and the momentum has shifted to the Madison County Cowboys.
Quante Barfield, the senior, set it up. And they cash in with a fumble recovery from Terrell Gilliard.
As Bobby Bowden would say, we have some athletes on this field.
It's a daggum momentum switch.
It is.
What it is. As the coach would say, we're only 55 miles from the Tallahassee campus.
So again, the get off, the use of the hands, and he slips through the gap. And now watch him kind of cruise here, and then he speeds it up again. Come on, Jacoby, keep that motor cranking, big boy. Keep that motor cranking. Big play. Now we're going to see if Josh Arnold, back in there again for his second offensive series, the backup quarterback, can work some magic again, get this football team into the end zone.
Jacoby McDaniel, also an excellent baseball player, hit 600 last spring for his team, 13 homers. And there's some movement on the left side of the line. Chad Mitchell jumps, the guy they call Miami, who has several scholarship offers himself. False start.
Illegal procedure against Madison County.
He is the emotional leader of this team, but there he's leading the charge a bit too early.
I love the stating the obvious. They call him Miami. He's from Miami.
Miami.
Ball,
all right.
Ball start on the offense, 5 yards. Remains first down.
He leads the team in prayer. He leads the team in all their drills. Tells his teammates constantly. The coaches tell us, I love you guys. I love you guys. The team leader for Frankie Carroll. Head coach here, starting in 2002, replaced Randy McPherson, who's now the head coach at Lowndes High School, nearby Lowndes, Georgia. And there's more movement. This time it's the furthest left side of the line. Justin Hood jumps. And again, they'll go back 5.
You know, we've seen a little antsiness on both sides of the football here tonight with both teams up front. And you know, the new quarterback, Josh Arnold, in for Madison County, sometimes that cadence can be a little bit different.
Dead ball. Ball start on the offense, 5 yards. Remains first down.
But I'll tell you another thing that's happening. There's a lot of quickness along the defensive front. These offensive linemen want to make sure they're in position, don't get beat off the football.
Senior Josh Arnold stays in there. For head coach Carroll, there he is. Won the state championship last year. Thompson, the man in motion. Handoff. Up the middle, Akins, touchdown! Corey Akins, 20 yards.
Madison County. In the first quarter, Corey Akins takes it into the end zone. Bladen Good in to attempt the extra point.
Here's Bladen Good to try the PAT. He had 9 in one game this year against Taylor County in a 69-7 win. He's 2 for 2 here tonight. And how about Madison County? They have taken the lead here at Boot Hill Field, named after Boot Hill Cemetery in Tombstone, Arizona.
Now look at Jacoby McDaniels. Tough to see from this angle. He's set so far back, he almost takes the handoff from quarterback Josh Arnold. Fortunately, they were able to have a clean exchange. In 27, Corey Akins burst through the line virtually untouched to get Madison County back into this thing up by 1. What a pleasant surprise to give us a ball game here in the first quarter.
Well, Corey Akins backs up Chris Thompson. Chris Thompson headed to Florida State, but Corey Akins against Fort White had 23 carries for 243 yards, Tommy, and 3 touchdowns, completely taking the game over. He is dangerous.
A lot of speed, a lot of explosiveness, and you know, Chris Thompson, he's more of the scat back, the quick water bug type. This guy's got a little bit more strength. You can tell by how he's built. He's got some bulk to him, maybe a little bit more of an inside runner than Chris Thompson is.
Under 2 minutes to go in this exciting first quarter. There's Willie Downs, bound for Florida State. One of 3 deep men for the Godby High School Cougars. Johnson at the 1. LaVory Johnson, nothing doing. A sea of maroon sends him backwards. Coydrick Williams, number 17, leads the charge of 7 different tacklers there. And there is nowhere to run, nowhere to hide for Lavorie Johnson.
Well, this Madison County football team now, they're running on 1 octane, and it's 93 because these guys cover like a blanket. Look at all of the maroon jerseys coming in, splitting double teams on the kickoff return team, and a lot of enthusiasm right now with the Cowboys.
We will see how Godby and the visiting Whites handles the adversity here. Remember, they're undefeated. Johnson running right, smacks. Whew. Boy, he got nailed. Ricky Young smacked him after a gain of 4.
See Jacoby McDaniel there on the sideline. As we mentioned, he and Chris Thompson actually from Madison County, both nursing ankle injuries. Both are about as close as they're going to be at this point in the season to being at full health, but getting a little blow on the sideline, Dave.
Last week, he didn't play a lot of two-way football. He plays offensive line as well because of that high ankle sprain. And he told us last night the ankle feels just fine. Chris Thompson also suffering from an ankle injury. Not quite as healthy. Second down for Graham. Is throwing. Intercepted. Josh Arnold. 20, 15. First and 10 Cowboys. This guy does everything. Both sides of the ball. Let's go.
With the interception from Madison County, number 4, Josh Arnold. First down, Madison County.
We told you he's the team's best cover corner. He's also at the moment the team's best quarterback.
Josh, you got to quit celebrating. You got to go play offense. Coaches are trying to round him up on the sideline. And boy, A.J. Graham has gone from being hot as fire to cold as ice here in the last couple of series. And this Madison County football team has got some life back into him. He just stares him down on the out route. Throws it right to Josh Arnold.
Pitch to Akins, looking for the cutback. Flags fly, he's nailed. And we'll have a penalty coming up here. Gain of 5 if it stands. Probably a hold. Trey Maddox makes the stop. It is holding indeed. It'll back him up 10 from the spot of the foul.
Cell phone, if you can identify the phone, see Mr. Willie Williams, principal at Madison County High School.
These teams do not meet every year. They did play a year ago. And Madison County won at 28-26 on a late fumble by Godby. The game played at Tallahassee.
Holding on the offense, 10 yards from the spot of foul, repeat first down.
As we had mentioned,
Tonight's first
Coach Cruz came up to us in pregame warm-up. He goes, "Oh, it's tough to play here." And we said, "Really?" He said, "Oh yeah, we haven't won here since '95." He goes, "But it's only the 3rd time we've been here since '95."
Had a great conversation with each coach. They are Florida natives. Timeout called by the Cowboys and the home Maroons here.
Timeout, Madison
With
County.
under 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Still 2 play stoppages remaining for Coach Carroll and his staff in this first half. A bit more on the Godby Cougars. Their school is named for Amos P. Godby, founded in 1966. Named after the former teacher, coach, principal, and superintendent of that area. Very active in the high school community until his death in 1992. He's called one of the finest men in Tallahassee, who dedicated much of his life to youth education and sports. And in football, Tommy started there in 1966 at the JV level. In '73, former assistant coach Gerald Culbreth started the winning there. Their first title in '76. They haven't won a state title since '87, but this is a powerful team this year.
Powerful team, great athletes, great team speed. They're a very scary team offensively. When they get into rhythm, they're tough to stop. But now the turnovers have cost them very much in the same way they cost Madison County earlier in the first quarter.
Shelton Cruz, the head coach, has been head coach since 1993, 10th year at Godby High School. Trickeration. Thompson again, halfback up and throwing. Touchdown! Billy Hatton.
Trick or treat, Dave Ryan.
Said these guys don't pass. It's just not the quarterback.
You
22 yards.
You might have to go way back deep into some football archives to find 2 halfback passes completed, thrown by the same guy in one game.
Layden Goots in for the PAT. Arnold does it all. He even holds. Here's another. This is the Madison County Cowboy team we expect to see explosive on offense and defense. And Josh Arnold, who has had an interception, 1 touchdown pass, and helped set up the halfback option there from Chris Thompson. How about it?
A wonderful job. You know, they got a couple of tricks up their sleeve, a couple of things they must have saw during the week in film study where they felt like the defensive secondary for Godby was just really peaking in the backfield, losing track of wide receivers downfield. And when you don't throw the football very much, you can get away with things like this because everybody is so focused on stopping the run and the misdirection of that wing T offense. Guys get lost in the shuffle in the back end.
The senior, Billy Hatton, who's the best wide receiver on this team, did have a touchdown of 28 yards against Fort White in a recent game. But they don't catch many passes because in a single wing T set, it's almost all run. Now, we talked with Chris Thompson last night at the team's pep rally. He did not mention throwing the ball. That was a secret that
he didn't know who you were going to be talking to, Dave.
They're going to keep under wraps. Halfback option, just wouldn't expect it from the single wing T team. Marquise Jones on the return. Falls forward across the 25 to about the 26-yard line. Tomorrow night, ESPNU, 2 college football games. First at 7 Eastern, Syracuse hosting Louisville in the Big East. Can the Orange get it going? Greg Robinson has 2 total conference wins in 4 years as head coach. We'll see. 7 Eastern. Then South Carolina State takes on Delaware State, 10:30 Eastern time. Both games available on ESPNU HD. For more, log on to ESPNU.com.
Dave, I'm proud of you. You were able to say that without shedding a tear.
The audience can't see. They can only hear. Here's Graham keeping. A.J. Graham, nice run. If you can't pass, maybe run it. Across the 41, picks up 16.
First down, Cougars.
Matt Robinson shoved him out of bounds. In the last moments of our very eventful first quarter here tonight for Madison County. Always interesting to see how a player like A.J. Graham will respond to some adversity. This team has just cruised through their schedule to this point. As Coach Cruz told us, we wanted to be 7-0 heading into the TV game. Here we are. Fake screen. Graham keeps 45, 50, first down and more. A.J. Graham across midfield picks up 12 more to the 47 of Madison County. Casman English has his second tackle.
Jacoby McDaniel there on the assist, really hustling downfield, trying to get himself in on the tackle. And this is a football team that's got to keep its composure now. They went up 13-0, 21 unanswered scored against them. Let's see how they respond.
Wow, what a first quarter. There's Jacoby McDaniel bound for Florida State next year. 12 eventful minutes here in northern Florida near the Georgia border on Halloween night. It's the Old Spice High School Showcase presented by Nike, and we've been in for some treats. Great high school football tonight. Several future Seminoles on display.
Chronic body odor ruins lives. Old Spice Pro Strength Antiperspirant gives you up to 40% better wetness protection than a prescription product. Take it from me. I used to be a doctor for pretend. Ow. Shh. Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's money match. Aaron Insurance takes on overpriced auto insurance.
It's no contest with instant comparison quotes. If you find a better deal through eSurance, we'll help you buy the policy right away.
Looks like you should choose eSurance if you're feeling slammed by auto insurance prices.
Quote by print is quite the 3-count.
Now that's what I call a save.
Go over to eSurance.com and compare auto insurance prices today.
I got $583 from cashforgold.com. All I did was look through my drawer full of jewelry that I never wear.
Turn your unwanted or broken jewelry, gold, silver, platinum, rings, chains, and bracelets into cold hard cash from cashforgold.com.
I had no idea my gold jewelry was worth so much money.
With gold, silver, and platinum at their highest value in decades, cashforgold.com is able to give you top dollar for your unwanted jewelry. And because we own our refinery, we can cut out the middleman, which means more cash in your pocket.
I sent in my diamond wedding band from my first marriage and got money the very next day.
Just call the number below and ask for your free, prepaid, insured refiner's return pack. Fill the envelope with your unwanted or broken gold, silver, and platinum jewelry and mail it to our processing center. A safe, reliable transaction with satisfaction guaranteed.
Call 1-800-970-6985. Call now.
Saturday, hit the gridiron with ESPNU. At noon, Air Force takes on Army. Then an ACC showdown, Clemson versus Boston College. And Louisville clashes with Syracuse. The triple-header starts Saturday at noon on ESPNU.
Sunday, ESPNU is the place for top collegiate sports action. The excitement kicks off at 4:30 with a women's soccer duel as Santa Clara takes on number 3 Portland. Then, it's an in-state battle on the ice when number 4 Denver squares off against top-ranked Colorado College. A full day of national powers starts Sunday at 4:30 only on ESPNU.
Bad news for Madison County. The Cowboys lose Jordan Johnson, their adjuster back and wing back in the single wing tee offensive set with a stretched ligament in his left knee, out for the game. On first down, Godby Cougars to the visiting Whites. A.J. Graham scrambling. Down he goes. Quante Barfield, the senior linebacker. What a job tracking Graham for the sack. Loss of 9.
Barfield makes the tackle, but watch the middle of your screen. Number 55, Jacoby McDaniel, comes off the football, explosive into the offensive center, but then watch him see the screen, and he runs over to the back. A.J. Graham can't throw the football. Now he's left to scramble, look downfield. Barfield, Johnny on the spot to make the tackle, but boy, Jacoby McDaniel, nice savvy along the defensive front to get his eyes upfield and see what's going on.
Flat, fearless, that's how they describe Quante Barfield. Graham keeping, running right, nice pickup. Gains back a lot of the lost yardage on the sack from Barfield. Josh Arnold makes the tackle. He gets to about the 42-yard line. So, top recruits in the Sunshine State. Number 2 and 7 overall in the ESPNU 150. There's Jacoby McDaniel. He's the top-ranked defensive tackle in the ESPNU 150 this year.
And Trent Richardson just jumped into our top 10 at number 5 of our new ESPNU 150. Was previously number 12, a verbal commitment to Alabama. Fits right into that power offense. And this is a state, in our opinion at Scouts Inc., that has the best overall speed and athletes of any state in the United States.
Third down for Graham in the Cougar offense. Fires over the middle. St. Hillier brings it in. It's complete. It's a first down to the 32-yard line. Gain of 9. Stopped by Arnold, his 4th tackle of the game.
First and 10 for the Cougars.
These are the states that I think are the strongest states top to bottom, and we've seen over 40 games in the last 3 years now as we've traveled this country doing high school football. Alabama, you see it number 6. I think it's one of the most underrated states in the country. Virginia, you don't hear a lot of people talking about Virginia. Great players in Virginia, but the top 3 are there because not only are they large, but their population's high, so their enrollment's going to be high. It gives you more athletes to choose from.
First down for the offense again. Jones, nothing doing. Marquise Jones flattened and sent backwards. Quidrick Williams makes the stop defensively. You know, number 10 on that list was a tie with Ohio and New Jersey. One team we saw earlier this year on ESPNU, Don Bosco Prep from Ramsey, New Jersey, New York City. That is a good team, Tom.
They're a good
tough.
team.
They beat De La Salle out in California.
Yeah, that's a big, long road trip, and we saw them 3 years ago as well when Phil Sims' son was playing quarterback for him. And they're just a good, well-coached, disciplined, hard-nosed football team. The state that you don't hear a lot of people talking about that is extremely talented, we're going to have a timeout called on behalf of Godby, is the state of South Carolina. Now, if you just talk top upper echelon talent, about as good as you're going to find anywhere. but they don't have the depth top to bottom that you see in maybe a Georgia or Florida or even in Alabama for that matter, obviously California and Texas.
And we saw the head coach, Frankie Carroll, a moment ago. And there is Bubba Carroll, the defensive coordinator, in the middle of that huddle. And Tommy, you talk about a scary story that happened with Bubba, who is the son of Frankie, the head coach. Played here at Madison County himself. January 4th this past year. Jacoby McDaniel on the far side of your screen there, along with Chris Thompson, returning from an all-star jamboree in Texas, a scouting combine for the top juniors. Bubba was at the wheel of a minivan when his car was sideswiped by a car on Interstate 10 in Louisiana that had its tire blown. His minivan with Chris Thompson, 2 other coaches, and Jacoby McDaniel flipped, went into a ravine, hit a tree. And Coach Carroll, as he told us last night, woke up in the hospital, had no idea what happened. Thankfully, only one of the coaches seriously hurt, needed surgery, but is okay and has returned to his duties. Downs, jet sweep. Willie Downs juggled the ball briefly, crosses the 25 to the 24-yard line. In that accident, Jacoby McDaniel was asleep in the back seat of the minivan. He was sent with his head out the window, had a serious cut in his head, but otherwise was all right. Chris Thompson was ejected from the vehicle. He was all right,
and was standing far away from the site of the wreckage
when everyone else woke up
and couldn't believe how he got there. He didn't know how he got there.
Near tragedy averted. Just really an amazing story, and thankfully everyone has recovered. Graham keeps. A.J. Graham turns the corner, steps out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. Nice pickup for the Cougars. We're coming to you from Boot Hill Stadium, home of the Madison County High School Cowboys. Madison, Florida, near the Georgia border in North Florida. Dave, Tom, or maybe you should say Magnum P.I. and Clark Kent. And the entire crew. Happy Halloween. Great to have you with us here on ESPNU. Second to last regular season game of our great high school football schedule this season. Godby High School from Tallahassee on the road. They jumped out to a 13-0 lead just like that in 4 minutes. Cowboys have come right back. Graham thinking about pass, and down he goes. Quante Barfield got to him again.
And this one's going to be on quarterback A.J. Graham. He has got to learn that he's got to just get rid of the football. There's nothing wrong with playing the next down. If you got to eat it sometimes, just throw that football, chuck it out in the sidelines. He's got a back over there to his right. Would not have had a grounding issue right there. He's going to learn that as he continues to mature. A lot of physical ability with this young man, and he's still developing, obviously, as a complete passer and a complete quarterback.
He's a senior. Ole Miss, Miami, Clemson, Illinois, Central Florida, Kentucky, Marshall, Kansas State, Mississippi State, all interested in A.J. Graham. Coaches tell us Kansas State has worked the hardest to try to get him. Play action, fires over the middle, broken up. Looking for Kesey Graham, his cousin. Good play by Casman English in the end zone to knock it away.
Casman English does a great job at the last moment here. And A.J. Graham, no matter how strong his arm might be, this throw got lobbed up there just a little bit because he threw it off his back foot. He didn't stand in there and deliver and fire that ball like he's capable of doing. There are times where you're going to see A.J. Graham and he is going to look like he's wearing a cape. I mean, that ball pops off of his hand. It's got flames on it. He can make all the throws. But then he'll also do some things where he'll look a little bit shaky. So much talent, just got to continue to be molded.
3rd and 17 for the quarterback who's got 56 career touchdown passes. And a timeout called by Madison County here. Under 8 to go, first half. A.J. Graham, who has so many schools interested himself right now in a touchdown for his Cougars.
Hi, LL Cool J.
That was me, LL Cool J, before I started using Swagger from Old Spice.
Well, I felt like I needed an extra kick or an extra little boost to get me through, and from what I hear, 5-Hour Energy does the job, so I decided to give it a try. I like the way 5-Hour Energy makes me feel before games. It gives me that edge that I need and keeps me focused throughout the football game. I tell all the players to take 5-Hour Energy. I mean, they see the way it makes me feel, so I think everybody wants that same type of feeling. I am the 5-hour energy guru. It's the truth. I mean, I wouldn't be taking it. 5-hour energy. I use it. I love it.
Saturday, hit the gridiron with ESPNU. At noon, Air Force takes on Army. Then an ACC showdown, Clemson versus Boston College. And Louisville clashes with Syracuse. The triple header starts Saturday at noon on ESPNU.
Monday, cast your vote to watch Big Ben and the Steelers take on Clinton Portis and the Redskins. ESPN Monday Night Football, Steelers-Redskins at 8:30.
Carroll, Jeremy Carroll, Morris Bell, Travis Hodge, Peter Jackson.
21-13 game. Happy Halloween. Who carved the jacket? Was that you, Clark?
Yeah,
Did you carve those jack-o'-lanterns?
I carved those earlier this morning in the hotel. I was up about 4:30.
That is spectacular work, Superman.
Yeah, I do what I can.
This mustache is very uncomfortable, I want you to know. And I've never done a game in a Detroit Tigers cap.
Well,
I'm not a Tigers fan.
If you could grow a real mustache, we wouldn't have to get you a costume one. Zing!
Thank you.
Hey-oh. Be here all week.
Big play here for the Cougars and A.J. Graham. Third down. Fires over the middle. Incomplete. Look for St. Hillier, who's looking for a flag. Won't get it. Justin Hampton on defense. Broke it up.
Justin Hampton, fourth down.
No, I'm really impressed with the defensive secondary and the adjustments Bubba Carroll, the defensive coordinator at Madison County, has made. They looked very tentative in the early going here. They're wide open guys running around, a lot of space, a lot of cushion. They seem to be showing no fear now, and they've tightened things up in the secondary, making a lot of plays. Number 34 there, Justin Hampton. He's got 4 tackles on the night, plus that pass breakup.
Godby does not have a strong kicking game. And they will elect to go for it here on 4th and 17. A.J. Graham fires, corner route. Brought in. What a catch by St. Hillier. Right at the marker. Chris St. Hillier diving, but not enough for the first down. And they will turn it over on downs.
Well, I mentioned earlier, sometimes you'll watch this young man just make some spectacular throws, and that was one of them right there. He just needed about an extra foot, needed to get to about the 1.5, 2 yard line. He just got this way of the 2 yard line, closer to the 3, and just not far enough, but a nice throw to the sideline.
And a great catch by Chris St. Hillier. He's had a nice game tonight.
From the 1 yard line.
Godby from Tallahassee, Florida, undefeated, 7-0 coming in. Josh Arnold, the senior, remains in at quarterback, deep in their own territory. On first down, Akins spinning to the second level and beyond. Nice run, Corey Akins out to the 11. Plenty of breathing room. A nice pickup on first down for Akins. Bruising back. Willie Downs, the star wide receiver, headed to Florida State, does play some safety as well, Tommy, two-way player. He's pretty gifted in the secondary as well.
He is, and you know what? When you got a player of his caliber, you got to get him on the field as much as possible. He's too good to be sitting on the sidelines when he can be making plays for you in the defensive secondary.
Gain of 9 by Akins on the first down run. Thompson shifts positions. Up the middle again. It's Akins again. He plows forward across the 15-yard line. Has enough for a first down for the Cowboys. Their 17-yard line. And they have got a nice drive going despite starting at about their own 1.5 yard line.
Well, the Godby Cougars are becoming ever more concerned about the run game of Madison County. On that last play, you saw 9 guys within 4 yards of the line of scrimmage. Crowd in that line of scrimmage, crowd in the box, are not going to allow the run game of Madison County to gouge them here in the second quarter.
On first down, Akins again. Lost the ball, fumble. Who jumped on it is the question. Looks like the Cowboys keep it at the 26, and they will. If you're going to fumble like Corey Akins did, fumble forward.
Fumble forward,
because that works.
Fumble into the hands of your man. Whew.
Tyree Florence, the right tackle, the senior at 270 pounds, hopped on it.
Hug that ball close to your rib cage. Cup the point of it with the palm of your hand. That's a nice job putting the hat to the ball, dislodging it from the ball carrier.
The play picks up 6. Here's Thompson, off right tackle, lunging forward, first down, yardage again, and more for the Cowboys to the 31. Chains will move on a very effective Madison County drive. They seem shell-shocked, Tommy, to begin this game. 2 quick scores from Godby, and since then it's been all Cowboys.
Yeah, they've gone on a tear here, scoring 21 unanswered, and they very easily could have just gone in the tank, packed it in, hung their heads, but they didn't do that. They just kept persevering, and now this offense is starting to click, and they're taking time off the clock, keeping A.J. Graham on the sidelines for Godby.
Frankie Carroll, who's been the head coach here since 2002, replaced Randy McPherson now at Lowndes High School in Valdosta, Georgia, about 25 miles from where we are here. Arnold Keeps has 2 on first down. And we spoke with Frankie at length, Tommy, this week about the single wing T formation, something that Randy McPherson had a lot of success with here, winning that state title in 2001 before he moved to Lowndes High School.
Yeah, you know, it's just something that if you're not overly big or physical in the offensive line, it can really help you, and the misdirection can be very difficult to defend and prepare for in just a few days' time each and every week.
Here's for Greenville, Florida originally. Flags fly, fans reacting there.
Flag down on the play. Encroachment against the Cougars.
And 5 yards against the Cougars here. We'll get the official call from our referee.
Dead ball, encroachment on the defense, 5 yards. Repeat second down.
Shelton Cruz told us before the game it's not easy to play here at the Boot, as it's called, Boot Hill Field. It's named after, with the Cowboy connection, Boot Hill Cemetery. I looked it up. There are 23 Boot Hill cemeteries in the country. And you know about Tombstone, right?
This is just one of them.
I've got a great quote from you from one of those movies, too, about the Wild West. We'll get to that tonight. I think it's worth it.
I am really looking forward to it.
I can tell.
Did you wear the wrong outfit for Halloween, Magnum?
Maybe I should have been a cowboy.
No.
Effective run game here for Madison County. Chains move again for them. The single wing T set. It is almost all run. We've seen, unusually enough, some passes in this game. Josh Arnold has come in to replace Tay Singletary. Arnold, the senior, Singletary, the sophomore, at quarterback. Arnold's got a hit on defense, a TD pass. And watch Chris Thompson throw to Billy Hatton on a halfback option. Here's Chris Thompson, future Seminole, dragging tacklers forward. Short gain, gets to the 43.
Tackle on the play by number 81,
Quentin Allen makes the stop defensively for Godby.
Quentin Allen makes the stop, and once again, a lot of white jerseys crowding the line of scrimmage. This is not what they want to see happen defensively for Godby, because if they can't get their offense on the field, they're going to struggle to get back into this football game. And the more yardage that Madison County chunks out, the more confident they become offensively. And look at all the white jerseys within the box here defensively for Godby.
Jet sweep, Thompson drilled and falls forward across the 45. Boy, he got smacked helmet to helmet there. Short gain for Thompson, who told us last night at the pep rally that Clemson and South Carolina recruited him heavily, but would love to be a Seminole. That was always his goal. Well, the kids here, Jacoby McDaniel, Chris Thompson, were only 55 miles from the campus, so they've been going to games since they were little kids and have always been a part of that Seminole tradition.
You bet. He's going to be an interesting kick and punt return specialist, I believe, at the next level as well. He's got so much quickness, and again, nursing that ankle injury a little bit as well.
Third down. Arnold keeps. Good spin move. Josh Arnold, 40, 35, 30. Down to the 28-yard line. First down and much, much more for the Cowboys.
Number 4, Josh Arnold. First down, Madison County.
Give him 26 And the backup quarterback looking like a starter here, Tommy.
That's a nice job. Number 27, Corey Akins, just leading through off of the fake to him. And then Josh Arnold just does the rest, use some quickness to get outside. What a big run, and then, hey, stays in bounds, keeps that clock rolling.
It rolls with under 2.5 to go. Akins after that block. Oh, boy, he get nailed. What a hit that was. He got smoked. Corey Akins at the 26-yard line.
There are some hats and pads clacking tonight. That'll wake you up in the morning there,
It's
Corey.
Justin Jones there, Tommy, who had 188 tackles, a school record last year. Clemson, Middle Tennessee, Iowa State, Central Florida, Ball State, Georgia Southern, Tulane. In addition to Illinois, offering a guy they call J.J. Jones a scholarship.
And shockingly, his favorite subject is math. As we see each and every week. We've seen so many mathematicians in high school.
Well, his numbers are pretty good on sacks. A team high 6 of those this year. Little play action. Yeah, he's throwing. Arnold. End zone. Xavier Brown. Touchdown. His second TD catch of the night. 25 yards. Who said these guys can't throw the ball? Putting the Class 2A schools in the state of Florida, who'll see them in the playoffs, on alert.
Madison County lulled Godby to sleep defensively, lured him up to the line of scrimmage, and Josh Arnold through the air again, 28-13.
Be whoever you want to be at ESPNU with friends.
Friends are cool.
And college sports.
Sports are cool.
Reach for the stars, cause you just might touch them. Together there's nothing we can't do. ESPNU.
Shaping the future.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's money match. Aaron Insurance takes on overpriced auto insurance.
It's no contest with instant comparison quotes. If you find a better deal through eSurance, we'll help you buy the policy right away.
Looks like you should choose eSurance if you're feeling slammed by auto insurance prices.
Quote by print is quite the 3 count.
Now that's what I call a save.
Go over to eSurance.com and compare auto insurance prices today.
It's getting so difficult to find an educated, successful man.
I never thought I could meet the girl of my dreams online.
But then a friend of mine told me about a website that wasn't like all the others. SugarDaddy.com is exactly what you're looking for.
And now I couldn't be happier.
And I found the perfect date. Experience it for yourself and meet the most desirable people in online dating.
Boot Hill, so cold, so still. There they lay side by side, the killers that died in the gunfight at the OK Corral.
I don't know.
Did you like it?
I do, I love it.
It's from the 1957 movie Gunfight at the OK Corral.
Is that like the first tombstone?
Exactly. Named after the graveyard in Tombstone, Arizona.
Well, how about this shootout right here by Madison County? The aerial assault from the normally conservative, run-oriented wing T attack. Big plays from this offense. The switch to Josh Arnold, the senior quarterback coming off the bench after a few exchange problems. Caused some fumbles for Madison County. Seem to have found the right recipe here on Halloween night.
Late Goose sinks the right foot into it. Here's Willie Downs at the 5. Hit, bounces off one tackle, and down it goes at about the 21. Cougars of Godby High School from Tallahassee get it back when we return.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
I, Brian Urlacher, challenge thee to an honor duel.
A what?
An honor duel.
That was me, Brian Urlacher. Then I started using Swagger from Old Spice. Who's laughing now? Me.
Does bundling really save you money on your phone bill? You could be paying up to $45 a month with these guys. Get Vonage and pay just $24.99 every month. With unlimited local and long distance to anywhere in the US, Canada, and Puerto Rico. And only Vonage gives you free calls to 5 European countries. Get the home phone service that really saves you money. Sign up now and get the first month free.
Call 1-877-4Vonage or go online to Vonage.com today.
It's the Old Spice High School Showcase presented by Nike, 28-13 game here in Madison, Florida. Cowboy cheerleaders, something to be happy about on Halloween night. Magnum PI, Clark Kent with you. It's not easy keeping this mustache on. It's got a little adhesive. It's very difficult.
Oh,
I think I look pretty good, though, in the mustache.
Hey, where's Rick and TC?
Exactly. Left and back. TC's taking care of the chopper.
Where's Higgins?
Where are the lads?
Where's Zeus and Apollo? I got Lois waiting.
I want
to
know how you got this tie up here, exactly. This is very
That's the
well
wind blowing
done.
it.
It's just, yeah.
You guys don't see the wind?
No.
Blowing my tie. Cape's tucked in the back.
Happy Halloween, partner.
Happy
Good
Halloween
to be
to
with you on this Halloween night.
Yeah, your mustache. The wind blew your mustache off.
Northern Florida.
Feels like northern Alaska. A little bit cold out tonight.
Slam pass. Davis brings it in. William Davis, nice move. First time he's touched the ball. Gets across the 30 to the 32-yard line. And nice pickup there of 9 on the first down play. Something Godby needs is some serious momentum. They had it to begin this game. You'd hardly know. It was 13-0 in the blink of an eye. A.J. Graham, the quarterback, who's got 20 Division I offers, looked great with the visiting Cougar offense, but they have been stymied since.
Seem to be taking an awful lot of time here with a minute left. You see A.J. Graham split out wide. Willie Downs at quarterback on the direct snap.
And a flag flies.
They get a delay of game. Taking too long with the shift.
And there are play clocks here.
Oh, they're going to get a legal shift.
Dead ball. False start on the offense. 5 yards. Remains first down.
Coach Crew's team in some real trouble after the great start. Coming up at the half, preview of the college football games. A big weekend of games. Again, there are some huge matchups. ESPNU 150 updates, stats and highlights from this one as well from here in Madison, Florida. After the penalty on first down. Quick give, it's Jones. Right left. Marquise Jones, flags fly. Another flag down. 2 markers. And it's almost always against the offensive team. A gain of 12 if it stands. I doubt it will.
Holding
It will not.
against the Cougars.
What has been the difference, Tommy, between the start of the game with Godby for Coach Shelton Cruz and the rest of the game?
Well, 2 things happened. Number one, the switch at quarterback for Madison County has made a difference. They have not had any fumbled exchanges, center to quarterback, since they made that change. And then shortly thereafter, see the call coming up here.
And holding on the offense, 10 yards from the end of the run, repeat first down.
Shortly thereafter, the defensive front for Madison County started taking over this football game and dominating the line of scrimmage and creating turnovers on a short field for their offense, which was critical for them to get the ball into the end zone, get back into this ball game.
Chuck Cruz knows about winning. 4 times he's won the district championship. Need to come back tonight. Intercepted, and that's going to be a touchdown. How about the play by Martirius McDaniel? Pick 6. TD for the home team.
This is the result of 2 things.
With the interception and touchdown, number 20,
Martirius McDaniel having great presence of mind to key the quarterback, see the play, see what's happening. And the coaching staff and the game plan defensively, knowing what formation that play was going to be run out of, and for their players to be in position to make a play on the ball, a perfect recipe for an outstanding result as Madison County kicks the extra point to go up 35-13 here as we close out the second quarter. But what a terrific job to play the bubble screen. A.J. Graham's trying to throw the ball out to number 17, Willie Downs, and number 20, Martirius McDaniel just steps in front of the football. Younger brother of Jacoby McDaniel, the big defensive tackle. Obviously, a dramatic change in shape and size between the big brother to the younger brother.
Wow, Frankie Carroll's so excited. Martirius McDaniel will be a star running back here. He's only a sophomore. And it has gone from bad to worse for A.J. Graham and Godby out of Tallahassee. They've given up 35 straight points to the defending Class 2A champs in the state of Florida. Man.
What a turn of events.
That is a serious run. And you can see the difference physically between the brothers there. Martirius, a scat back, defensive back type with his build, and there is Jacoby's brother, just 2 people down, saying, as a family, we are number 1. Great job for the brothers tonight. Goots has been pretty busy. Downs, that is 1. Godby needs something to happen here.